Yeah, well, I just...
Posse, you don't have to link it, but the first 20, at least 22, probably looks like it's going to go on for a little bit longer, of the Our Lives Are a Sitcom Trash Taste, number 92. My God, the depth of, like, they discuss, hey, didn't the internet turn to shit in the last 5 years? And they go into it, and, like, why Twitter is now, like, the actual societal fucking reasons. It's those boys, those Trash Taste boys, they have wisdom beyond their years. And it's good that none of them are American, but they are dating Americans, so America matters. So it keeps sort of a balance. Anyway, this box from Aune is wrapped up. I don't know. Just this doesn't look like it's wrapped up nice enough to have been filled with drugs. It must be more like an arms race. In fact, it rattles when I shake it. So I have no idea. What kind of weird... Oh, I know exactly what this is. It's only one item? Oh, I did want this item. This item, I'm sorry. Some of the best food I've ever had. Pasta, I'm sorry. It definitely wasn't a calorie counting day. I had sous vide chicken breasts that I sous vide with Italian seasoning, a little bit of salt, because you got to sous vide with some salt. And then I put the I Can't Feel My Face hot pepper in there. And when you sous vide for like 2 hours with that in there, like it doesn't like, ooh, it's really hot. It just kind of gives that like heat to the whole cutlet. And I put those away yesterday. I didn't have any of them. And then today I realized I had some pesto from Wegmans. Like they make the pre-made pesto. I made from some fusilli pasta, 1/3 of a pound of fusilli pasta. If Pasta wants to do the calorie count in this, because I know she's going to yell at me. So 1/3 of a pound of fusilli pasta. A little bit of iodized salt in the pot because it's fucking pasta. If you don't salt your pot, like I don't care. I'm on my deathbed and they're like, what do you have that salt shaker for? Hospital food is crap. So 1/3 of a pound of fusilli pasta, or 151.3 grams of fusilli pasta. Probably 3 or 4 tablespoons of pesto after I boiled the pasta down, and then a chicken breast that was sous vide, so it was beautifully moist, cut up, nice and small. And then I have that really good ricotta cheese. Let me show you that before I get into this thing. This thing is so uninteresting for most of you. I have this Belgioioso ricotta cheese. Ricotta, whatever, the whole milk stuff. It's so creamy. It's got that like paleo old school taste, but more, and it's like perfectly smooth. Anyway, threw that in there like it wasn't 2 cups worth, but it was like a 1 1/4 cups worth of ricotta cheese on top. And just, oh my God, it was so creamy and good. Pasta's been listening to this whole time. I didn't even tell her what this is. Anyway, baby, this is a Aune, A-U-N-E, XC1. And they actually got back to me. I told them I was trying to get this working. The Linsol will probably have this if you want to find the place that has it. So this thing, very specifically, in fact, I get to test this up here on my desk, is a clock. Not a world clock. Apparently it's a word clock. I thought it was world clock because it just makes more sense. Yeah, active speakers or headphones. So what you do is, this unit hooks up specifically to units that Aune has put out, or Aune has put out, that have a clock input. And this is the clock generator. I'll explain it real quick, even though I did it in one of my videos. Basically, like when I record video with this GoPro, and then I do the sound demos with a separate Zoom recorder, and I record the audio there. When I'm done, at the end of the day, and I put it into my audio editing program, Audacity, and I line up the audio from the camera and the audio from the recorder, and I align them at the beginning, by the 15-minute mark, they're off. Because they're all counting 1, 2, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and I obviously have them started and stopped at the same time, or even if I stop one and I trim it to where the actual beats happen, they're off after an amount of time. So that's 1/4 of a second, 1/2 of a second after 15 minutes. What a clock retuner would do is if the GoPro had a clock input and the recorder had a clock input, this would be the clock that they both count off of. And what you do in audio is you put this in place And when you have a digital output and a digital input, this is the unit that would give, for example, well, actually, there's no benefit to it. No, the benefit of this would be if you had, what does it say? Is that a sticker? Oh, that's just a screen. That isn't a screen. That is just there, and it's going to light up a light behind it. Smart. Doesn't have to be a full screen. Anyway, here's what it looks like. You literally just plug it in and plug in your devices here, and you send this one to your source, and this one to your DAC, and this one to another thing, and everything is on the same heartbeat so that you don't have jitter. Because one of the problems with like fiber optic is that there's, like, it just sends. Fiber optic just sends, and it just receives. But if that's sending slightly faster, and I'm talking about like minute amounts of difference, then, you know, it has to just correct or throw away bits because it's like, nah, it doesn't line up, whatever. So this, if you have the equipment that this can hook up to, can correct the heartbeat, the world clock, the word clock, and get everything to be in sync. You'll have no jitter. And only very high-end things usually have it, and I was amazed to see it on the X1S GT. I think that has it, and I think there's one of the other players has it. The little fucker, little one that looks like that. Anyway, so Bnc connectors there, which I've never actually got a Bnc cable with things, just coaxial and a Bnc. Usually you see these for video on old security cameras. And we've got the same standard Aune power brick, 9 volt 2 amp, and you plug this in, and then you just, I actually built one of these cables when I was trying to test it off the Singzer SU6. I could use that one, or now I have a nice little one for just jumping across. Anyway, that's the point of a clock, a word clock or world clock. I thought it was world clock because it was like the world, but it's just to keep your electronic devices in sync. I kind of wish more things did that. Like video production equipment would be nice if they all timed exactly the same. What if they could do that off of a wireless thing? See, the problem is it says 10M out, which means 10 megahertz. So that means 10 million times a second it's going to correct the clock. So that's very specific. All right, now to figure out how the fuck I can review that without sounding like a crazy person. Huh. Okay, so let's unbox some shit on this beautiful, freezing cold day at the end of March. January, February. Yes, it's March. I was like, oh, April's coming. And I have to remind myself that because it's like 39 degrees today. Tonight will be 23 degrees. It's a nice reflection you got right there. And then tomorrow is going to be 66 degrees, so my whole house is just going to crack. Anyway, pasta from Amazon. These are vitally important to the survival of Z reviews. And if you have a need for these, you're going to buy them immediately. I don't think, did I buy the 10 pack? I bought the 10 pack. It was only a few dollars more. If you click the link, 5 packs like $13 and 10 packs like $18. I'm like, well, that's fucking dumb. These are 1 foot. I think they claim to be 1 foot. Well, I guess when you stretch them out, they're probably 1 foot. More like 10 inches. I know what a foot looks like, and I know what 10 inches looks like. These are more like 10-inch long, just computer plugs. But you're like, Zio, those are too small. No. If you have a power strip on your desk like I do, and all the equipment lined up on your desk, or if you have one of the power bricks that takes like one of these and then you plug it into the wall, this is all you need. And I think I've bought a 5-pack a year and a half ago. I ran out, and then I put my desk together the way I have it, and I bought another 5-pack. Where the fuck is that light coming from in there? That looks wide. Oh, it's going through. It's coming from the other window. Oh, that's super cool. Hold on, I have to take a picture. Whip out the phone, because that light on this picture that has to do with plants. I'm a little bit late. It's coming through the plant to the sun with the plant. If I turn it like this, you can see the sun is illuminating the plant picture through the plant. You get it. The rubber tree's all happy. Anyway, basically, these will be the 11th through 20th ones of these that I've purchased because they're just so fucking useful. I also buy the 1 foot figure 8 ones. Those come in like 5 packs as well, and I've probably used 30 of those everywhere because I always like plug it into the power brick, and then power brick has a 3 foot cable. Just need like a little jumper, plug into a wall. So, amazing. And what's this? I get nervous around these times because, like, is this an anime figure? Is this something that I can't show on camera? Or maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Oh, I mean, I can. So I use a CPAP. It changes your life. You can breathe while you're sleeping. Anyone who snores, if you snore even a little bit, like you probably need one of these. Like, honestly, go get yourself tested. Get a sleep study scheduled. The studies are free, and I think I had to pay $300 for the machine, and now insurance covers the rest. But yeah, no. So here's one of the water chambers that you have to fill up, because if you don't fill this with water every night, the button, this is white, and the button on mine is black. Why do they change the color of the button? The other button's definitely not that color. But anyway, it's got a silicone seal. I hate this chamber, by the way. But you get to they send you the replacement equipment all the time. And you fill this with water. Distilled water only, which is why I have a water distillery. And so this way it evaporates the water using the, I don't know, vibranium chamber or something. So when you're breathing through the machine all night, you don't turn into a fucking dry mess. Which I once didn't fill it up. And oh my God, don't do that. Distilled water only. Yeah, don't put vodka or anything in here either, because then you'll be breathing vodka all night and probably wake up feeling fantastic and also dying. Anyway, a bunch of other shit. I use this type of thing that covers my nose. It goes under my nose and against my mouth, so it covers my whole mouth, and I breathe through the holes on the top. And it's actually really comfortable. Look at this guy. This guy is fucking sexy. There's never been a sexier man that's ever been anywhere. Oh, he about to get his D sucked. Look at that man. He's getting his D fucking worked with that thing on. Yeah, okay, so this is nice of them to send those. The last thing. This last thing I ordered yesterday. And it's like, we'll arrive tomorrow. And I don't necessarily need things like this delivered the next day. It's nice to know that we have in society worked out systems. Could you imagine the size of an Amazon, like the Amazon website, and how hard it must be to organize this shit, to get things ordered like middle of the day, like 3 o'clock, and then delivered this was delivered at least at 3 o'clock. So just a 24-hour turnaround to be at a door. I know the facility is not that far away. It's like a 25 minute drive to the nearest Amazon facility, but just to organize the moving of the package from the shelf to the fucking pickup to the van, and then get it out at a reasonable time of the day, even if it's like a 4-hour route. It's a miracle. It's a fucking miracle. And it looks like I have to put this together. I was hoping it was assembled already. What I might do is pause the camera. If it's super hard to assemble, I'll pause the camera and assemble it, because it's one of these VIV black floating speaker stands. I ordered 2 of them. And they're that optical illusion, or it's not an optical illusion, it just looks weird. I'll see if I can show you. It says stand, right? Singular, because I bought 2 of them. They were like $45 a piece. So it's like $90 in speaker stands, and I get my speaker stands for free, so for me to buy one is a big deal. But I feel like if I set this up and it looks cool enough and I have it on a desk in a review, you people will buy it. Dude, we get some nice foam too. Oh God, wow, look at these corner protectors. You know what? I gotta give credit where credit's due. I don't think any other manufacturer would have put, these are disposable corner protectors that are like nice plastic. See, here's the problem. I feel the urge to keep these in case I need to protect the corners of something in the future. It's like, oh, I mean, it only specifically fit that, but fuck. Anyway, let's pull it apart at least. Anything else in here? Yes, another corner protector. Were there 8 of them? There were 8 of them per, and I got 2. That means there's gonna be 16 of these. That's way too many. Wait, did I need this for something? I think I needed. No, I was trying to do something to hold off headphones off the stands. It's not gonna work. So here is one of the bases. It's a big son of a bitch. My plan was originally to put them on top. I thought they might have come assembled, and I was gonna put underneath here, but that might be too large now. These will apparently hold 14 pounds a piece when they're all put together also. So I think, yeah, so we got 3 holes here and then 3 holes on the end of that. So this is the actual base space that goes in the ground. Viv, 12-month 2021 year, TSCA Title IV compliant. I always tell people to check to make sure this shit is Title IV compliant. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause this and Viv. So this is gonna end up going something like that. Yeah. So is that all that's in here? This one's gotta have all the hardware then. I'll give you the time. Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be an effort. There's gonna be an effort. There's multiple cables with threads, and then all this hardware. Shit. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I got everything else opened up. Throw this over here. This can go in my bedroom. That shit that's going out, these don't need to be. I'm going to, at 17:43, I'm going to shut this camera off. We'll see how long it takes to unbox the second one and assemble both while it's a beautiful sunny day in here. Hopefully the sun will still be up. 17:43. 18:05. So what was that? 43 to 18:05. It was 15, 17, it was 22 minutes. And here we go. This is why I bought them. Because it's not an optical illusion as much as it is this steel cable, which is very tight against the wrench, is actually supporting the weight of the top by squeezing this together and pushing up. And these cables on the edges are what's keeping it from flopping over and being unbalanced. So you actually get this really cool effect. And you'd probably line them up. They have the word Vivo on it, but I would just turn that backwards so you don't see the word Vivo. They also have a very weird, like, they shouldn't have a tray up here. I think they do that so you can't off-center it, but you can see the basics of it. But you have to put the feet on, or there's metal at the bottom of this, and these stick out slightly. So, and these are very light. And you know why they're only $45 a piece, but you basically, they don't mirror without if you mirror them, you get the Vivo. So what you could, and you can't use them top or bottom, so specific ones for the top and specific one for the bottom. So you'd have to get some plastic out and fix that. So let's see if I we'll do this in front of whatever's happening on the screen there, which is always a positive thought. Stay. Let's take, these are huge. These are 11-pound capacity, by the way, I read in the book. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a conversation starter. You don't want to do forward. You want to do sideways. You want to get that, like, weird, like, what the fuck is going on here sort of thing going. Ooh, I don't like the way that slides around. Do I have a mat or something sticky? I need something sticky. Oh, wait, where's that foam? Foam with the piece of paper. There you go. Because that's just straight raw metal. This won't be the best look for it. But then we take our expensive Danish speakers and they wiggle a little bit, but that should be fine. But then you can have, like, yeah, don't think this particular array is what I'd go with, but that's a cool fucking look. Slide this back. Of course, I'm gonna end up using these in some sort of review. But, you know, that's cool. Because it's actually, like, the thin threads kind of make it look like there's glass there, because you see edges and there's no edge. I'm edging right now, but then you just don't see anything like through there. And I think I found one of these online, someone built on YouTube, that was just huge. Like, it held like 400 pounds. It was like a table like that big, but just with this system. Worth $90 a pair. For looks, yes. For usability, this lip is giving me anxiety, because that should not be there. So you're gonna have to fucking modify it around that, or use the thing upside down, which is another possibility. Because the bottom of this is flat except for the ugly hardware. Like, this has nice silver caps. You got to screw the things into. All by hand, by the way. These are all hands tightened. The only ones that get a wrench is the center stock. Yeah, but it looks like it holds up a speaker, so we're good to go.